Hey guys, welcome along to this circuit class. If we've never met before, my name's Dave Cross and I'm the Group Exercise Program Manager and Master Trainer for PureGym. So today's circuit class, no more than 30 minutes-ish. You are going to need some resistance. So I've got myself 2 pairs of different sized dumbbells. Some of the exercises that we'll be doing, we'll be able to use the heavier ones. Some of them we'll use the slightly lighter ones. If you don't have access to dumbbells, then quickly try and grab yourself either weight plates, some kettlebells, cans of food, bottles of water, or anything like that that's going to add some resistance to your workout, because at least a third of this particular workout today will be using resistance. So we're going to focus on some strength exercises for the upper and the lower body, some core training exercises, and then some cardio kicking exercises as well. So hopefully that all sort of has gone in and you're almost ready to go. So you fit well and you've got some space, some appropriate footwear, bottle of water, towel. I've got my blue towel for my floor. You might need some too. And I think we're pretty much there. So let's get started, shall we? Let's get warm. Cranking up a little bit of sounds. You won't need any resistance for the warm-up. Just going to get our bodies prepared and ready to go, shall we? So we're going to start with a nice light jog just to get the heart rate up. When you're ready, let's go. So straight away there's a light bit of impact. So it's still light on the toes. Your chest is up, your abs are braced. But if you don't like running, you can just take quite an energetic march. It's your choice. Shoulders pinned back. Big smile. Nice. Okay, first things first, let's hit a squat. Feet wide, squat and stand. Now the squat, take a really nice bend in the knees so that the hips will drop down. But when the hips are down, the chest is up. You go down, lift the heels. Down, lift the heels. Go. Waking up the back body a little bit, but still drawing the belly in to brace the abs. Good. Back to the jog in 3, 2, 1. Go. The heels can come back. And if you can connect with your backside, then do it. All right, stepping backwards and lunging, reaching your arms overhead. Take your time. So a long step back. Back knee drops down toward the floor. Shoulders come back, and when your arms raise, take a small lean back so your hips push forwards. Should feel pretty good, a nice stretch, but knowingly warming up the legs, the hips and the core. One more. Yeah, you guessed it. Back to the jog. Then we'll do a bit of upper body warming, and we can get straight to it. Oh. You didn't message me, did you? You didn't tell me to put it on. 10 seconds here. Knees are pointing down. Should we warm up the upper body and the core a little bit? Yeah, come down to the ground. Hands, pop on the floor just under the shoulders. Elbows corkscrew in slightly. And then if you feel good, come all the way up onto your toes. It's an easy mountain climber. 1 foot at a time, in, out, all yours. So body is still, shoulders are forwards. Good, now watch this. Holding the feet where they are, one leg comes round and back, switch. Round and back, the knees can come to the floor to help you if it's necessary. Do that 4 more times in total. 4, 3, twice more, toes if you feel good. 1 more time, stay on the floor, knees down, hands wide, smooth push up. Down, down, up and up. Still bracing the core, keeping the back flat. Last one only. Up to your feet. Let's take a run. All right. Almost 5 minutes in, but only 90 seconds into my tracker. Darn it. 15 seconds left on your feet. And then we can start circuit 1. So whilst you're jogging, listen to this. Circuit 1 and 2 will be the same, but what we're going to focus on in each circuit is about trying to train as hard as we can within the time given. Your working sets will be 40 seconds. Your resting sets will be 20. All right, take an easy walk. Easy little shake out. And let's get started. So, I'll prep up my timer. We're going to start with some upper body movements. So upper body is all fired up from those push-ups and the core work. Now I'm going to go to my slightly heavier dumbbells for exercise 1, only because I know what we're about to do. So if you feel good, join me with the same ones. All right, so that is in. Exercise number 1, with both of your weights. You're going to tip forward from the hips. Take 1 row where the elbows come in, then stand for a high pull. So it's a bit like an upright row, but you're going to pop the heels and jump the elbows high. That's for 40 seconds. Then you'll get a 20-second rest, and I'll teach you the moves after that. Starting in 10 seconds. Ready to roll. Row, high pull. Let's go. So the row squeezes the shoulder blades together. On the way up, immediately pop the heels and the elbows up, but then watch. At the end of the high pull, you take a short pause before you take a bow again. So it's almost like you're going to get an extra squeeze of the shoulder blades here, and then pop for power at the top. 10 seconds. One more. Rest. That's 20 seconds off. Lose the weights, come down to the floor. Move number 2. In a plank position, you're going to have to hold your balance with this one. Feet slightly wider than your hips. Elbow and opposite heel raises, but you're going to take your time with those. Knees can come on the floor if it helps. Let's go. So this is about controlling with your core and your hips and trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together again. At the same time, the opposite glute starts biting because you're lifting the heel. So try and keep that lifting leg really straight. The rest of your body tries to stay still. If it helps, knees on the floor and still lift one leg and opposite elbow. You're almost there. Hold. Good. Next move for 40 seconds is high knee runs. So this is the cardio element. So you've got another 10 seconds, 40 seconds of high knee runs, and then a whole minute of rest. So the run, go as fast as you can, or go powerful with the high knees. Go. Now, doesn't take up much space, but it might make some noise. So if you prefer the heel flick run, might be a little less impact, or some fast marches. Your choice. But if you're looking to run fast, pump your arms at the same pace. And you might notice that if you pump your arms faster, the legs will follow. 5 seconds. Rest. Good. 1 minute off. So that's block 1 of circuit 1. Block 2 now. We've got 4 blocks in total. So we're going to go back to our weights. Now I'll show you what you're going to do. Still got 45 seconds rest. I'll let you choose whether you want to go for the lighter or the heavier ones. 4 lunges. Here's the difference though. You're going to do 4 lunges on one leg and 4 lunges on the other leg. One arm stays down while the other arm stays up, and you're going to drop back and punch up. So my right leg's moving back, my right arm punches up. You do the opposite. 4 of those, then switch. Woo, sweating already. That's a good thing though, isn't it? 10 seconds. All right, left arm up. Left leg's gonna lunge back as you press the plate. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Now if that doesn't feel good for you, you could either take both arms up or no arms up at all. Switch. You're doing 4 reps each leg. It's your call, guys. Your call. Good. Stop. Lose the weights. Come onto your back. Our core element. Heels to floor. You're going to lift one leg and take a single leg bridge. 4 reps, one leg. Then touch down. 4 reps on the other side. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Now try to make these movements relatively fluid, but knowing that you're getting a great squeeze of the glutes and even the lower in the mid back. 4 and 4, team. If that's a little too much on the single leg approach, just put both feet on the floor and it's a continuous hip bridge. Try and shoot the shin straight up. Stop. Over onto your front. 40 seconds. Mountain climbers. Now, just like the warm-up, you could either tap or, to get your heart rate up for the cardio kicker, run your knees, but when you need to pause, do it. Go. Head and shoulders still. Maybe, because of 40 seconds is a long time to be here, you might do 10 seconds, then pause. Then take another 10 seconds. Push forward. Or take the toe tap. 15 seconds. Come on, sweat starting to drip now. 5. Oh, good. 1 minute rest. That's quite a decent rest time in between our working sets, which kind of tells you, or hopefully it tells you, that I'm needing you to go hard in those working sets. So those 3 blocks of 40. Let's move on. Now again, you choose lighter or heavier. You're going to be on your back for this one to work your chest. So you're going to flip over, but check this out. You've still got about 25 seconds. So, weights are up. You're going to press from the elbows to the floor. You're going to press up, then control, lower the arms, then reset back down. So it goes up, out, in, down. Are you ready? Grab your weight. Let's do it. Squeeze, open, close, release. Now when you take those weights over your head, protect your shoulders by sucking them into the joints and maybe restricting your range very slightly. A good aim is about 45 degrees with your arm, so you will not need to go all the way to the floor. So a good tight squeeze of the chest. But don't worry, your chest will get a little bit of work after this. Good, stop. Flip over onto your front. Now, for this one, it's a modified firefly. So you're gonna sit back, knees off the floor, and drive forwards with the knee wide, just like the warm-up. Alternatively, if the hands went a little wider, You could drop your chest as a push-up as well. Give it a go. Sit back, drop your chest. Sit back, drop your chest. Now you could still drop your chest with the knee on the floor. If you're to sit back, knees on the ground, come forwards, open the hip and sink. Just try to keep your chest and your hips relatively square to the ground. Can you feel your core biting? Oh. Oh. 5 seconds. Whew. Stop. Onto your feet. Oh. 40 seconds, jacks. Just the feet going out and in. Woo! Almost at the end of block 3. Let's roll. Land your heels. Bend your knees as you land. Stay braced and stay upright in your posture. If you need to, take a couple of pulses and stand. But they need to be quick to get your heart rate up. 10 seconds. Good. Breathe. 1 minute rest. Well done. One more block of 3 moves before a longer rest. And that's 1 full circuit done. I'm going to move into circuit 2. Suck in some air. We're going to hit sumo squats next. So you choose what weight you're going to go for. You can hold 2, you can hold 1 weight. But sumo squat is quite wide in your feet. Turn your toes out loads and sink down really deep into your hips. You've got 20 seconds. 2 weights, 1 weight, or even no weight. Sometimes the squat alone is going to be good enough. 10 seconds. Shoulders pinned back, belly braced. Let's go. Now, if you're feeling good, this might be quite comfortable for some of you, in which case, drive your heels off the floor just like we did in the warm-up. Good. All those calves get to have a little play, don't they? 10 seconds. Good. Whew. Come down to your back yet again. This time, soles of your feet together. And it's just a standard crunch, but you reach your arms through the gap. Or you can have your feet on the floor and just reach out wide. Your choice. Go. And if you're reaching overhead, that's going to extend through your rib cage lots, which is a good thing as long as your lower back doesn't arch away. So if that does start to happen, keep your feet flat on the floor. You can even wrist the knees, create one of those C crunches that we all know. Or knees out, feet together. As long as you're lifting your upper back away from the floor. Good, hold onto your feet. This last one is a modified burpee. So here goes, watch. You're gonna drop to the floor, then tuck your knees in, out, before you come back up. Burpee, down to the ground, knees in, out, then jump back up again. Go. Now you don't have to jump, you can stand quick. If you stand quick, it's going to help you get a few more reps in Might not be quite as intense for the heart and the lungs, but it's still going to work really well. Try and get some quick reps in. But the more you can bolt your knees forwards, the more you're going to also start to work your core at the same time. And you'll notice that the movements are quite similar to what you've just done, lying on your back. Time. Good. All right, that is circuit 1. Whew. Well done. Well done. How's that feel? Good? Yeah. Yeah, good. Me too. So, if you don't mind, I know before I mentioned that the 2 circuits will be the same, which they are. But here's a slight difference. So that's a blatant lie, okay. But a slight difference. You know how you had a minute rest in between each block of 3 moves? I'm going to shorten that. And I'm going to shorten it by 30 seconds. So 30 seconds rest after each block. And that is going to fly by. So you've got another 45 seconds or so. Do what you need to do to dry your space. Maybe fill up your water bottle. Do what you think you might need to do. And also for this second circuit, you've now learnt the moves well, so you won't need that full minute to try and think about those moves too much. And also, you now know how to do the moves well. So, we should be able to fly through these, right? Second thing to think about is, I'll give you some music. Second thing to think about is the fact that you now know roughly what sort of weights you can use for this block. So our first exercise, we're going to go back to the row and a high pull. Now, how was that weight for you the first time round? If it was achievable, just about achievable, great. Keep that same weight that you used before. All right. Yes. Timer. Yep. All right. You ready? No? Do you want another minute? No? You ready then? Drying down. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. 10 seconds. What are you choosing? Row, high pull. What are you choosing? Those big cans of food or those little cans of food? Let's go. So there's control squeeze and a quick jump. Tension between the shoulder blades. When you pull those weights up, squeeze your shoulder blades together still. 10 seconds. Good. Weights down. Down to the ground. The plank with heel and elbow lifting. So how were you before on these last ones? Did you have to go up to your knees? Take your feet a little wider? Who knows? Let's take your time. I want to hear you breathing. Don't hold your breath. Remember, drop to your knees if it means that you move better. If it means that you can stay in the move for longer. Press your hand firmly into the floor. You'll notice that the opposite limb has to also be pressed firmly into the floor so that we train all those muscles that attach upper to lower body. Good. On your feet. Hup. I'll stop sweating at about, I don't know, Sunday. All right, 10 seconds, high knees, or heel flicks, or any move that you want to do that you know is going to get your heart rate up. Just don't do burpees. Not yet. Charge the arms. Try and be consistent if you can, or take a few sharp bursts, then simmer. Few sharp bursts, simmer. 10 seconds. Good. 30 seconds rest now, not 60. A weight in each hand. Backward stepping lunge with overhead press. Now, completely up to you, like I said, whether you take single arm approach or 2 arms, but do 4 lunges on one leg, 4 lunges on the other. Arm that presses up is the leg that goes back. 4. There you go. Sink the back knee down. Front thigh pretty much parallel to the floor. You might lose balance a little bit. That's okay as well. 5 seconds. Quick. Hit the floor on your back. Single leg hip bridge. About ready for my lunch already. One leg up, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Press the heel firmly into the floor so you can wiggle the toes of the grounded foot. Whoa, peachy. Peachy. What do I mean by that? I basically mean squeeze your glutes, especially the one side that is responsible for lifting your hips. Good. Onto your front. Up. Oh dear. Mountain climbers. 10 seconds. Towing or running. You can still move quick with the toe tap or run the knees hard and fast. But when you do it, promise me that you keep your hips no higher than your head and shoulders. Don't be making a triangle. Make a tabletop. Not this one. This one. Shoulders forward. More. Come on. Come on. Come on, hang in there. Good. 30 seconds rest. Towel for the face. Towel for the floor. Lying on your back. Dumbbells in hands. Chest training. 10 seconds. The press and overhead reach. Go on. Away with you. Oh. Lie back. Press and then reach overhead. I've just pushed that blue towel and no lie, it's just gone to the edge of the studio. Remember that Andrex advert? Yeah. Oh. Again, good tight squeeze of the chest and shoulders, and then a hard brace as you lower the arms. Oh, good. Lose the weights. Look at that blue towel. Bye. All right, over onto your front, the firefly, the sit back with the knee coming round. Advanced option, add the push-up. At this point, it's really tempting to drop the knees. And in which case, if it's not only tempting, but it actually gets you moving better, then do it. This wants to be hugely core focused, so there's no rush behind these. And basically what I'm saying there is giving me the authorization to put my knees on the floor as well. Oh yeah, 5 seconds. Bah, good. On your feet. Fast jacks. I'll just move that out of the way. Go. Let your feet plant. Let your chest lift. Remember, if you're not keen on the impact or the noise, a couple of squat pulses and stand. But it has to be quick. Heart rate needs to be high. Come on, team. Come on, team. 15 seconds. Oh my goodness, we're already 30 minutes in. I told you ish at the start. There's one more block to go. Come on, hang in there. Good. Sumo squat. One weight, 2 weights, no weight. I promise I'll ravel that blue towel up. I promise. Save those trees. Should we go straight to the heel lift? Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Go. Feet are wide. Toes are turned out. Glutes. Yeah, your backside gets a right good squeeze. Even the inner thighs do. As you're dropping, you push the knees out so that you can drive through the floor on the way up. Come on, power through these. Go as low as you can, then go as high as you can. Good. On your back. Crunch time. Oh. Now, remembering you can either go knees out, feet together, feet flat on the floor, lift the knees, or lift to tap the toes. I quite fancy the latter. Go. On the reach out, still bracing, stopping the lower back from lifting. Then the crunch tailbone lifts, as does the upper back. All right, we're 35 minutes into the class with only one more move to go. What you saying? What you saying? Burpee? Yeah, let's do it. Last move, the burpee with the knee tuck. Jump or no jump, but 40 seconds of work and you're done. Come on then. Come on then. Hair going all over the place. Doesn't matter. The beauty of working out at home, eh? At least I'm not live on YouTube. Well done. Well done. Stopping timer there. Volume down. Oh man. Good job. Look at that. Don't care. All right, that is your circuit workout pretty much complete. Look at that, ooh, 36 minutes. But we've been training for 32 minutes, 32 and a half minutes. That's kept it in nicely. So just do this, stay on the knees, step one leg forwards, quick stretch for the hip flexors, open the arms, quickly just push the head back. Well done. Step back, change legs. Push the arms forwards this time. Give the upper back a little stretch. Heart rate still high. Still breathing quick. Good, me too, as you can tell. Slowly rise up. Pick up one foot. Knees in. So remember, change legs. Remember, we've still got our app available to you all. So the PureGym app on the App Store or Google Play Store. Access these workouts or lots more workouts. About 400 or 500 titles, maybe more now. Jump on all those, access them whenever you want. Touchdown, shake out, roll. We're almost at the end of another week, team. Stick with us, stick with it, stay strong, and we'll see you next time.